Stop being lazy. That's what people are going to say. Push harder, work through it, be more disciplined. The thing is, if that were to work, it would have worked by now, right? Hi, my name is Jay, and over the last 5 years, I've been helping people overcome their patterns that keep them stuck. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why laziness is not your problem, something else entirely. And once you figure this out, once you see the cage that holds you, the prison that's keeping you stuck, everything changes. See, I was talking to somebody today, and in the conversation, first of all, I noticed a few things. Number one, she was extremely hard on herself. And this is a really gem of a person that I know. Like, she's always there, very caring, very compassionate, always there for other people. And she puts in a lot of work. She's not lazy. I know she's not lazy. She's fit. If you're fit, can't be lazy, right? Like, how do you take care of your body? But when it comes to growing in your career or growing in the money area of your life, you call yourself lazy. It doesn't really make sense. So it can't be laziness. There has to be something else. So think about this. Imagine you had a cup of water and you start pouring from that cup. You pour here, you pour there, and you pour some more over here. And eventually your cup is empty. You can't keep pouring. You keep trying to pour, but it's empty. You can't pour from an empty cup. What if you believed that the only way you had to fill your cup was to never stop pouring? But it doesn't really make sense, because the only way that I could fill my own cup is to fill my own cup. So I meet her and I talk to her, and I hear how hard she's been working, and I hear how hard she's been trying. And the truth is that there is no action where there needs to be action. Completely agreed. On the surface, that's what it looks like. But I can also see that she's exhausted. I can also see that mentally she's been coming up with ideas, so the brain is working. I can also see that emotionally she's really low. She's not the kind of person who's low, by the way. She's the kind of person that is very joyful. Like, if you meet her, normally you'd be, she'd be like bubbly and smiling and happy. So it's not that she's just always depressed and low. It's just that right now she doesn't have the energy to show that enthusiasm. So emotionally she's exhausted. So mentally she's exhausted, emotionally she's exhausted. So what's going on? Where is the energy going? And you think about a cup that's always pouring. Isn't it obvious that this cup is going to be empty? Isn't it obvious that one day this person is going to be exhausted? The same person, if I were to tell her, my friend, if I were to tell her, let's go on a big adventure, let's go to 3 countries, let's go visit 10 cities, she'll come up with a plan of doing that like this. Given that money wasn't a problem, she'd come up with a plan to do it like this. She'd come up with the tickets, book everything, figure out the stay. She'd do everything and keep the whole itinerary ready, and she'll go. And probably she'll extend her trip. After visiting 3 countries, she'll visit 2 more, because she's not really lazy. The thing is that every person has a pattern, has a loop. And this loop is a strategy that they've been using since a very long time. It's become automatic. It just sort of keeps going on in autopilot mode. If you try to open a door with a key and it opens, you've got the right key for the right door. But if you use that same key to go and try to open every door, it's not going to work. So if you use the same strategy for every problem, it's not going to work. And if your strategy for dealing with a particular problem, let's say filling your own cup, is pouring out from your cup, then eventually your cup is going to be empty. And everybody needs some time to fill their cup. So you're not lazy. If you're somebody who's going through something similar, where you're feeling tired, you're feeling unmotivated, you're procrastinating, it's clear that the strategy that you're using is not working. You need to just change your strategy. And the first thing you have to think about is, how did this strategy come about in the first place? Why did you start filling cups, with your cup instead of filling your own? What if you believe that the only way to fill your own cup was to keep pouring from it? Then you'd keep pouring from your cup. What if you were so stuck in this pattern that you were afraid to see what would happen if you were to let go? So picture a clenched fist that you hold on really tight, and you're holding on to prove your worth. You're holding on because you have to be strong, and you have to hustle, and you have to drive through. Because if you don't hold on, then something bad might happen. What if all you really needed to do was to open up and be ready to receive? In my experience, every pattern has some positive intention behind it. You know what you have to do, but you don't follow through. It's a pattern. There's a reason behind it. Maybe you're afraid of what you will get if you were to follow through. Maybe you're afraid that if you follow through, you'd fail. Maybe you're afraid that if you follow through, you'd succeed. What are you afraid of? What is it that holding on to the same pattern gives you? And what would happen if you were to let go? Becoming aware about your pattern is the first step to transformation. It's the first thing that creates this awareness that you have options, that you are living in a world where you have unlimited options. You've got unlimited freedom, so many things that you can do. Maybe you don't need to stop being lazy. Maybe you need to find a different way to fill your cup. If you believe that you're stuck, you've tried a lot of things, and you've tried the productivity hacks, and you tried this and you tried that, maybe what's needed is a unblocking of your patterns and an unlocking of your potential. And the way you can do that, the first step to that is creating an awareness. Like what pattern or loop are you stuck in the first place? What's really driving your behavior? And so in order to do that, I've got this incredible assessment. There's a description in the video down below. There's a link there. Click on that. It's going to take you to something incredible. It's absolutely free. Go try it out. And what I wish for you is, to be able to identify the prison that of your own making that you're sitting in right now. It's a prison, and you're sitting in it, and you're wondering why you can't go out there, explore the whole wide world, and create beautiful magic for yourself. Because you can. Because you're so much, much more than just lazy.